My name is James, and today I'm going to be giving you my best bets for UFC Vegas 98. Brandon Royval taking on Tatsuro Taira. Honestly, this card is okay, but it is an Apex card, so it's kind of as good as you get for an Apex card. Obviously, if you just want to skip ahead to certain parts like the parlays, moneyline, that kind of thing, skip ahead, totally fine. If you can, like and subscribe. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. Let's get that goal happening. Before we get into really anything, let's go over how we did last weekend. Obviously, my moneyline bets, they basically hit. Obviously, Pennington, she won, but obviously they gave Julia Pena the win there. Disgusting. And then Underdog, same thing. They robbed Aldo. Mario Batista, you're on the hit list. Outrageous performance there. Prop bets, same thing. If those two decisions went my way, I would have been up huge, right? Because I had the Aldo by decision, and then I also had the Raquel as well. Same thing for the parlays. They basically almost all hit. It's just the fact of those decisions robbed me. Unfortunately, there's going to be no quick predictions video this week. There will be a short, so obviously check that out on the content there. Mainly because my car broke down and I have midterms coming up. So kind of slammed right now, but what can you do? Okay, let's get into the best bets. Okay, first off, we have Junior Tafa. Tafa's not losing. Okay, I get that Chris Barnett, he's one of the funny guys in the division. Spinning wheel kicks. For his size, he's so athletic. I get that. Junior Tafa's younger and he's stronger. He's gonna be the first to the punch. Simple as that. Obviously, I'm gonna be rooting for Chris Barnett just because he is one of the, he's just so likable in that kind of sense. But Tafa obviously had a poor performance out last time, screaming for a submission, but he's not going on the ground. This is a purely striking matchup, and I think Tafa's got this all day. Next, we have Ramazanbek Temirov. I think I fucking nailed that, actually. Honestly, he's good. Like, he just is. He's from that kind of region in the world, Uzbekistan or some shit. He's taking on somebody like CJ Vergara. Vergara's okay, in my opinion, but the problem is Vergara, he has dog in him, so he doesn't give up on himself, but he's just technicality-wise, not the best. Okay, Temirov, he's mean. He can finish his opponent, submissions, ground and pound, decisions, the whole works. He's undefeated right now, I believe. So, honestly, good prospect. I'm just going to trust it because I just don't think CJ Vergara is gonna, make a run or anything like that. 12-5. Yeah, it just is what it is. And then Grant Dawson. Okay, we've all seen the loss against Bobby Green by just like jab. We've all seen it. But look what he did against Joe Solecki. He kind of came off a loss, right? I think one of his first losses in his career. Bounced back, got a good win, and then now he's back again. So honestly, I really have no doubts for Grant Dawson apart from his suspect chin. I think he's going to steamroll, be able to take it to the ground. Boring decision, but that's kind of what you get from Grant Dawson. He's not pulling in any fans. Underdog time. Brad Tavares. Okay, he is taking on somebody like Jong Young Park. I don't know what side I'm on yet because I've seen Jong Young Park be extremely good, but I've also seen him have so many holes. So he's so inconsistent in my mind about I just don't know what version I'm going to get of him. Pretty much all of his wins revolve around taking somebody down. And this is why I think I'm slightly leaning towards Tavares, which is an underdog. Tavares on the feet, he's decent. Tavares chin-wise, he's okay. Obviously, his wear and tear within the cage, that is a little bit worrying. Cardio good. But he has good takedown defense. And if Jong Young Park can't get Brad Tavares down, I don't see a way that he wins. I can see probably a really nitty-gritty kind of decision coming from this fight. Probably on the Tavares side. That's what I'm going to go with. Obviously, Brandon Royval, I'm pretty semi-confident in him. Reason being, Taira's a good underdog. No, not what I meant there. He's a good up-and-comer. Okay, obviously his main kind of fighting style is get people on the ground, take the back, submit them, right? That's kind of who he is. Brandon Royval, he's very scrappy. He has good scramble skills, and he's mean on the feet with good length as well with his strikes. So, and another good thing is he's a top caliber guy. He's been fighting only the best guys. Brandon Moreno, Pantoja, some other freaking flyweights, but you get the point. So for that reason, I like the experience. I like the fact that he has 5 rounds, consistently in his fight arsenal. So I like the fact, and good odds for a veteran in the sport. And then next, Corey McKenna. This isn't because I think Corey McKenna is fucking crazy or anything like that. I just think she's had a full camp, and the person she's fighting, Julia Potrusky or whatever her name is, she's good, but she's taking this on a week's notice. So I like the money line. I don't know whether I'm personally going to bet on it yet, because Julia is good and she is Brazilian too, so it's kind of hard to bet against a Brazilian, but you get the point there. Yeah, I just like the training camp, so that must mean something. But that's about as far as my detailed version goes there. Prop bets. Let's get into it. Over 2.5 Royval. I think this is going to go over 2.5. Simple as that. Both guys are scrappy. Both guys won't want to give up. And I don't think Tatsuro Taira is going to be able to finish Royval. And I think Royval is going to be able to out-cardio Taira into the later rounds, 4th, 5th, that kind of stuff. And maybe find a finish there. But I like the side of 2.5. Same thing with Park. I think the fight's going to go to decision, so you might as well get that value. Dawson by decision. Obviously, odds haven't come out yet because I'm recording this on the Tuesday. I just think he wins, but his style is either submission or decision. And in this, I just don't think he's going to find the submission. Hopefully, I didn't jinx it there. Tafa by KO. He's powerful, and it's going to be a standout fight, so fair enough. Abdul, same thing. 100% finish rate. Not 100% finish rate. Actually, no, is it? Hold on. Let me check. He is win by 100% KO, so fair enough to him. That should hit. And then Rodriguez by decision. Reason for this one, I just think both guys are tough, and I'm on the Rodriguez side. You know, Alex Moreno, who's extremely inconsistent, and I don't think either one of these guys are going to be finishing anybody. Rodriguez has a 76% hit rate for decision, so we like those odds. Parlay time. Favorite part. First, we have the over 2.5. Okay, they should hit. Pretty much do any of the women's fights, and it's going to go over. And obviously, Grant Dawson just because of his style. With me saying that, actually, just do be careful on the Corey McKenna fight. Reason being, this fight should go over 2.5 and 1.5 and all that kind of stuff. Corey McKenna, she's young, so she makes mistakes. For example, in one of her last fights, she was fighting somebody with extremely good jiu-jitsu on the ground. What does she do? She shoots for a takedown. What are you doing? Stay on the feet. So, for that reason, I left McKenna out. Oh, no. Corey McKenna's actually in there. You know what? Just be careful with that bet, okay? That parlay might not actually be the best now that I'm thinking about it. So, just be careful with that one. Next, we have the Uzbekistan guy and Dawson, 2 confident favorites. Good odds too, -150. Rodriguez and Abdul, same kind of thing. I'm pretty confident in both guys, a little plus money. Temba, I think his striking is just going to be too much here. Nico Price, he's good. He's just aging out of the sport. And same thing with Tafa. I like the odds against Barnett. Same thing, aging out the sport. This next bet is mainly because I feel pretty good about always the first 2 fights on the fight card. I feel like I can get them right. I'm not going to say percentage-wise about how often I get them right, but I just feel like I get them right more than not. So I like the side of Carpenter. I like the way his career is going. Obviously, he's had the layoff for a little bit, and, Russia is no, chump. So, do be careful with that one, because that is literally a contender's fight, in my opinion. So it's going to be scrappy. It's probably going to go to the decision, but I like the experience of Carpenter, and I like the fact that he has good wrestling on his side of things. And then Cody Haddon. I'm on Cody Haddon's side. I think he's a very dangerous striker, and also he had good ground game. Dan Argueta, I like him. Obviously, you can trust him with his UFC experience, and you know what you're going to get out of him. You know he's going to want to wrestle. You know what he's wanted to do. So this one is a little bit scary on the Haddon side. I'm pretty confident in Carpenter. But I'm just gonna trust the prospect. I'm gonna trust the odds and just hope that they're doing what they're doing. And then I like this little parlay thing I got going on now, where it's a parlay for not the whole card, but certain fights in the card, and I name it. This one is called the Upset Parlay. Reason being, both guys are underdogs. Genius. Tavares, co-main event. Royval, main event. So obviously, if you're down money, just throw money on that. 618 odds. We love that. What can go wrong there? Obviously, that was the video. If you like the bets there, obviously comment yours down below. I'm going to be posting my official bets on my X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, down in the description. So check that out. And obviously, I'll post the short with my quick predictions just because I don't have time to make a video. And apart from that, thank you so much for watching.